Difference.
Animals are cows, sheep, stuff like that, or humans are.
Come talk about it, I'll tell you all about it. Alright, mate.
Might as well.
Cool. My name's Steve, mate. What's your name?
My name's Joe.
Joe, nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for sitting down, Joe. So I saw you looking at the sign over there, so I thought I'd ask your opinion on it. So the sign says, the dairy industry kills babies, changed my mind. So, and you said, like, what kind of babies? Yeah. Baby humans or baby cows? Yeah. Okay, so the dairy industry kills baby cows, like baby calves, right? What's the difference between a baby calf and a baby human? Like, why would we find it bad to kill a baby human and not bad to kill a baby calf?
Because like in like the natural order, you like humans hunt animals for food and stuff like that. You don't like. There's obviously cannibals and stuff, but you don't like normally. You don't hunt babies like human babies for food.
Do you think we hunt baby cows for food?
We don't not necessarily hunt them. We more farm them.
Yeah. Do you understand the process, the way we do farm them?
Not really. I haven't.
Okay,
Like,
I'll show you. I'll show you on here. Like, it's easier just to show you here. So move that to where you can see it, mate, because it's going to be a bit of a blurry screen. I sort of know what's going on, so I'll explain what's going on. So when you talk about like dairy products, this is the process that has to happen for us to have like dairy ice cream, dairy chocolate, yogurts, anything that comes from dairy from a cow's milk. So cows are mammals, right? Yeah. So they only produce milk because they're mums. So we can't just wait for cows to get pregnant. That's not how it works. Yeah. They have to forcibly impregnate them. So here you see he puts his hand all the way up inside her bum, holds her cervix and injects bull semen into her. She carries a baby for 9 months and the baby's born. So same as a woman would for 9 months because they're mammals too. The minute the babies are born, they get taken from the mum. So whether they're male or whether they're female, they're separated, right? Yeah. This process here is called snatching. You see the farmers that come and pick the babies up. They've only been born maybe a few hours ago, so they don't really even have a chance to like spend much time with their babies. Now, if they're male, males don't produce milk, right? Yeah. So they are what's classed as a waste product in this industry. So what they do is they either kill them, or they send them off to the abattoir to be killed, or they grow them for veal, which is like baby male beef. So this bit here, this is going to show you through into the abattoir. This is the separation process. So these are the males getting ready to be killed. Yeah. The females get put into solitary confinement. So they go to like these little tiny hutches with chains around their necks, and they get made to stay there for about 8 weeks, like by themselves. And then, yeah, here you go. Now they're going to lift the boys up by their back legs, and they'll stab them in the throat because they don't produce milk. You see how like you can genuinely see that these animals are in fear, like they're not like comfortable, they're not like unaware of what's happening. They're all sentient. Have you ever heard the word sentient before? Yeah. So all these animals are sentient. They know where they are and they know what's happening. So that's the process that happens for us to get milk. A cow should live to around 26 to 27 years old. Guess what age, an average slaughter age of a cow is?
A year below.
It's about 5 years old. Yeah. So that's why when I say the dairy industry kills babies, it's not just the baby calves. It's like the cows that we use for their milk. How do you feel when you see that footage? How does it make you feel?
That's bizarre, mate. It's a bit sickening, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not what I thought it was.
That's right, mate. I appreciate your honesty. I was exactly the same as you. So we're not coming from a point of judgment whatsoever. Like, please know that. What we're trying to do is, like someone educated me what I was paying for, I'm now trying to fight for the animals and defend them and educate the next person. If you're against animal, I presume you're against animal abuse. Of course, So what would stop you from paying for animal abuse? Like, have you ever heard vegan? Yeah. So what would stop you being vegan?
Stop me being... I don't know. I've always grown up like eating a lot of meat, so I've like always known having meat is like a part of my diet. Yeah. But I guess I can work towards like shifting meat out.
Yeah.
Like one less person causing trouble to animals like this.
You've got it, mate. It's one less person causing it. You've got it. That's a really like... like, I don't know, it's quite an emotional way of putting it, because it's true, right? Because we've all been conditioned just like you. I was conditioned just like you. I'm a bodybuilder. I ate more meat, eggs, dairy and fish than most people on an average day. And I saw this. It's actually the dairy industry that made me vegan, because I saw what I was paying for. And it stopped me on the spot, because I thought there's no way that I can reduce this harm, because it's an individual injustice. So say for example I ate 10 chickens and then I only ate one. For that one that I eat, they don't care that I don't eat the other 9. You know, so it's a personal injustice for them. So I realised that there was no slow process, there's no transition period for veganism. It was an instant moral decision to align my ethics and my actions. Do you agree, or would you look at it differently?
No, I agree with that fully. It's a strong point of view.
Do you think that you need to eat meat, eggs, dairy and fish to survive?
Not necessarily need, but the stuff they provide is very useful and helpful to the human body.
Well, just explain that a bit more.
So like animals like chicken and like red meats like beef, they give you a lot of protein, which is helpful. Like say I've got cuts and stuff. Having more protein will help me heal quicker, growth and repair, stuff like that. And the calcium from the milk we get from these cows, they allow you to grow stronger bones and stuff. So it's helpful, but I'm not sure if we 100% need it now. They're discovering new ways to get that sort of stuff in our body.
I was exactly, you and me, like a few years back, right? And I would have said the exact same things to someone like me. Now, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is a massive governing body, and they have proven over like thousands of peer-reviewed scientific studies that whole food plant-based diet gives you everything you need, all the nutrients. Proteins comes from plants. The only reason why we get proteins from animals is because they eat plants, and it comes through us that way. When you look at calcium, we get calcium from dark green leafy veg, not from cow's milk. So because there are health issues, we don't want to focus on health issues. I just want you to know that the science is there, that is proven that you can be healthy on a whole food plant-based diet. So now the science is there, that's sort of taking care of the health, because we're coming at it from the animal rights point of view. So knowing that is the healthiest for you, would you agree that ethically and morally that being vegan is the better choice?
100%.
So what is there anything that would stop you now that would stop you being vegan?
Probably not, no.
No? No. Have you got any questions that you want to ask me? Have you got anything like, when I was you, I had a lot of questions. Feel free, what's in your mind, like what are you thinking about?
I don't like, how come you decided to like do this?
Cool, that's a really good question, mate. So, for me, I realised it was like wake-up moments. I realised I woke up to the amount of damage I was causing with my knife and fork, and I woke up to the amount of pain and suffering I was causing animals who I loved. Like I was the biggest animal lover. I am the biggest animal lover. So that was a wake-up point, and then I realised that just not paying for them to be put in these positions wasn't enough, because I didn't know. I got to the age of 36 before I knew this, and I found it was my personal responsibility to spend my time now trying to educate as many people as I can for the animals. Like I realise that they do have a voice, they scream, they run and they cry out in terror. We just don't understand it. So I'm trying to use my voice for them to make people aware of what they're paying for.
Right. Fair enough.
And that's what I would advocate for you as well. Veganism is a baseline. Like if you're against animal abuse, vegan's like the first run of the ladder. And then I'd really encourage you to speak up for the animals. We got a voice we can use. There's so many injustices in this world, none as big as this, and we can't affect them. But the biggest injustice is happening right now, we can really affect. First of all, we take personal accountability of not paying into it. Second of all, we can do something really productive for the animals and be a voice for them. Would you think about being a voice for the animals too?
Yeah, possibly in the future. Yeah.
If you ever need, I'll give you, when we finish, I'll give you our links cards, and if you ever feel like you need help in that, I'll be with you 100% of the way. Come and do activism with us. Because I think you've got a real genuine feel to you. I feel like you're with it, you're intelligent, and you come across really genuine, which is really nice. I think you'd be a powerful voice for these animals. So just because I've shown you dairy on here as well, I just want to point out that all the industries are just as bad, right? So I can't see what's on the screen. At the moment they're gassing pigs, so they gas pigs in CO2. They put male chicks into blenders because they don't produce eggs, same as like a male calf doesn't produce milk. So whatever species of animal you want to look at, it's horrific. Like, it's really, really bad. Yeah. Pigs have been known to break limbs off in them gas chambers. They drop them into CO2 gas, which was used in Auschwitz.
Yeah.
It's mad. But that gas only renders them unconscious. So pigs are really strong animals.
Yeah.
They go into that gas chamber. When they come out the gas chamber, they'd like hoik them up onto one leg. They stab them in the neck, like you see here.
Yeah.
And then they put them into a scalding tank. So, and guess how old these are?
3 years?
6 months.
Fucking hell.
I know, mate. I know.
Jesus.
It's barbaric, isn't it?
Yeah, that's outrageous.
Any animals that we eat, whether it's their flesh or their secretion, they are all babies. So male chicks, day one. Chickens for meat are usually around 6 weeks old. Egg-laying hens will live to around 18 months old. Pigs, 6 months. Lambs, 7 months. Cows, 5 years. All babies. Because it's not profitable to allow these animals to grow because they have to feed them. So nothing's stopping you going vegan now, mate?
No.
No?
No.
Have you got any questions you want to ask me?
Not that I can think of, no.
You sure? Take your time. Don't feel like you're under any pressure to, like, you know, you've got to get a question out now. If you've got any questions about what's going on the screen. But you really remind me of me when I saw this footage. It got me like quite bad. I didn't sleep for a long time. In fact, like going back to when you said like why we do activism, the first night that I properly slept after being vegan was when I went out and we'd done some outreach for animals.
Yeah.
And I went back and I felt that I was trying to be part of the solution rather than like just not paying for the problem. I was trying to be part of a solution for them. What's on the screen now?
I believe it's the chickens.
The chickens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so this is debunking free range. Free range chickens, everyone thinks that free range chickens are like running around on the field. Free range just means that they're not in a cage.
Yeah.
So a caged hen gets about the size of an A4 piece of paper, and a free ranged hen gets a playing card more. There's nothing. They put 15,000 hens inside one barn. They debeak them, so they cut their beaks off so they don't start eating each other. And they're kept in 24 hours artificial light, so that their egg laying is like more productive. And at 18 months, they actually, what they do first is they starve them. So the chicken's body starts to shut down. It knows that the body's dying, and then they get one more flurry of eggs from the chickens, and then they send them off to slaughter.
Shit.
It's crazy, right?
Yes.
Mate, take this card, mate. There's a vegan links there. Scan the QR code or go to that website, and there's loads of documentaries and there's loads of like things that you can use to educate yourself a bit more on it. I would recommend looking at the Gary Yourofsky speech on there.
Yeah.
It's a bald guy with glasses. It's called The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear. And then you've got Challenge 22. And sign up to that. It's a 22-day challenge. They'll help you to be vegan for 22 days, and they'll answer any more questions. If you can't think of them now, they'll answer them down the line. But yeah, so no more questions.
Do you guys have any like socials, like
Yes,
Instagram?
mate, yeah. Vegan Muscle Gymwear is our Instagram. We have that logo.
Vegan.
Then on YouTube, we got our YouTube channels, Vegan Muscle Outreach. And you'll find a video on there, mate, as well.
Sweet.
If you got any questions, mate, reach out to us on Instagram and it comes through to us personally, so we can meet up, we can help you out.
Yeah.
But nothing, no more justifications, not being, so this is it, vegan from here on out?
Yeah. Thank you.
Bruv, thank you so much, mate.
Thank you.
You have a good day, mate.
You too.
Nice one.
See you later.
See you, mate. Have a good day. I look forward to hearing from you, mate. Right. Now listen, that is what I expect everyone to be like. What a nice guy. He saw the sign, he was intrigued, he sat down. He wasn't trying to defend it, he was open, he was shocked at the footage. He responded exactly how I did when I saw the footage, apart from I cried a lot more than he did. He was a bit braver, but being in public, he probably didn't want to cry. What a nice guy. Like, this is like the moments when you do outreach, you have these moments with them people, and it's just so impactful. Like, you know your message has been heard, and you know that it's someone who's not only going to go vegan, like he's going to reach out and he wants to be an activist. You don't know what good that guy's going to do from this point on. Such a nice guy. Wow, what a conversation. Them ones make me really happy.